Good day, everyone. So today is another backtesting session. And on our last episode, what we did was backtest just the day before this and had two break-even trades. I mean, quite unfortunate, but honestly, the quality of the trades wasn't really that good as I look back onto it, and the market condition really wasn't for my model. So let's see. I'm looking forward for this backtesting session to see better price action. So let's check the day. April 18. Yeah, no news. So let's see. All right. Want to see this hourly intermediate low to get taken out or this unfold hourly before continuing drawing higher towards this buy side liquidity. So let's see. Okay. Did we manipulate? Are we gonna manipulate? Mm-hmm. This hourly intermediate. Okay. We had a bullish SMT guys from this hourly intermediate low, also on this unfilled hourly. So what I'm looking here is Nasdaq already took all those draws right here, which is this hourly intermediate low and this unfilled hourly. So longs here are looking pretty good. I want to take this long so bad right now, but there's no inversion by any means, right? Yeah, I mean the slightest bit of inversion, if you may, like, hmm the slightest bit of inversion. All right, the slightest bit of inversion. If you have decent entry for a trim inverse, I might actually take this because this looks beautiful, bro. Looks so beautiful. So beautiful. All right. Can we get an entry though? All right, it reversed. So that 3 minute was actually respected. So are we gonna draw lower at this point? Hmm. Think like a VA there. I mean, strong reaction. Are we gonna go towards this hourly now? Ah, we might still be bearish despite that. Did we deliver from somewhere here? 5 minute. I mean, I don't really like it. I mean, there's an inversion over here. I won't take it, but it looks pretty good. I won't take it though. Uh, looks indecisive at the moment. Seems like we want to take this low. Let's see. It actually played out perfectly, but I didn't really like it. Didn't like it. All right, I guess we really remained bearish at that point. Can we get an entry here? No, I didn't. I don't like this. This isn't high probability at all. Yes, I was able to spot this short and like target just this low or it could be this hourly low, but I didn't like the reaction out of this. I like the bullish SMT out of open, but we didn't really have any strong bullish reaction to support it. So, this one's a no trade day. Uh, no trade day, only sub optimals. All right, it logs in on my Tradify. I mean, on my journaling software in this case, Notion. All right, so it's gonna be a no trade day here. Let's see. What are our news tomorrow, by the way? April 19. No news as well. So I think it's gonna be a slower day again. All right, we're in market open. I want to see this low right now. Which is this low, I assume. April 14 low. All right. We're delivering it from an hourly. 15-minute intermediate high. Are we gonna manipulate that 15-minute intermediate high first? All right. Mm-hmm. All right. You have a bullish SMT out of, I mean, bearish SMT out of that, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. Because I do believe Nasdaq went higher, took a 15-minute intermediate high. Is I think also an hourly intermediate high. No, it's like a 15-minute intermediate high here, and yeah, we felt to take this high right here. So technically have a bearish, higher time frame bearish SMT after taking this 15-minute intermediate high. Do have inversions. All right, we can take this if we have a 5-minute inversion, but I do think the risk is not going to be that good. I guess we'll get a 101. So we see here if we can inverse this 5 minute anytime right now. Oh, rejecting it. All right. So does that mean that the bearish S&P doesn't really make sense? Let's see. Right. Mm-hmm. This looks very shortable at this point, but it's lower probability though. Yeah, the reason why I didn't want to take it right away because we could just reject and go higher at this point. Just really chop, 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 chop. Okay, how about that long right here? Shima inversion. Do we have any as in TO with that? Mm, I mean, if it's ever gonna be a high, it's gonna be this. Take a quick 101. I mean, it didn't really deliver from anywhere. So if this works, it's a lot lower probability. It's a lot lower probability. Yeah, this has a lot lower probability in my opinion. But I really like this high to get taken out though. Just like an hourly intermediate high. Can we actually take long for that? Mm-hmm. All right. I think I'm taking this. We're not really displacing from anywhere, so it's pretty discretionary. All right. Pretty discretionary here. Not really that quality entry, but I'm gonna take it. Going to break even. Pop it at this high right here. Or as soon as ES takes this high, because we're looking pretty bullish, like out of open. And this higher time frame bullish S&P was holding from this low right here. Because ES still hasn't take that. So I'm gonna flip my bias here. So whatever confluence here, basically at a treatment inversion per Vaga, which was the highest time frame on this flag. And yeah, pretty much gonna go break even here or when ES takes the high. Instead is short. This is pretty low risk short here. Alright, let's take this. Actually, let's go higher. The narrative is getting stronger in my opinion. Stop us underneath that candle low. Um, alright, let's plug this in. Whether there's a win or a loss, this is gonna be my last. It's gonna be my first and only trade on this day. I mean on this episode. So see is uh-huh. Or he has already took the high. I wanna go break even. Alright, I'm going break even here. Because he has already was going a lot higher. So this one is a risk-free trade, and yes, already took that high side liquidity. So risk-free here. All right. See if we're gonna just left from here. All right. TP hits. Yeah, you just really gotta adapt to the market. Um, because sometimes you're gonna have this bias on the day, but drawn liquidity is king. There are gonna be times that you're not really gonna like where the direction is heading towards, but you just gotta be adaptive and reactive on whatever the market is presenting. Obviously, not just see an version gonna take it right away. You need to see the narrative behind it. Does it really have a narrative? Does it, did it display from some sort of higher time frame period? In this case, we're not really displacing from anywhere. But what I just see is like, we're really struggling to go lower because this higher time frame bearish as bullish S&P was holding, and there weren't really any reasons for me to remain bearish because we're respecting bullish reiterates, guys. We're respecting this 5 minute. I didn't like how it respected the 5 minute though. Because it wasn't a strong reaction, so I was saying like, we're not displacing from anywhere. But drawn liquidity wise, like it's just really obvious that we want to go higher. There's this hourly intermediate high, there's this hourly here. So that that's what the price presented, and I just need to be reactive and adaptive on what the price presents. We're able to get a decent 3 minute inversion here, which is a high second inversion. We got a strong displacement taking this inversion here, coming from this low right here. Actually didn't have any bullish S&P from that low, or if there is, it's not really something significant. It's just that strong displacement. The price would show intent when it really where it really wants to go. Display in this case, price wanted, presenting me wants to go higher, but I was protective and go break even. Preferably, ES took that high, but I went to break even when, this break even spot was hit because it was the initial plan of the day. But yeah, that's gonna be all for this episode, guys. I hope you learn a lot from this video. It's just you have to be adaptive on what the market sends. You saw me being bearish going the day. I want to sell side liquidity. to finish the sell side of the curve buyer going higher. But with this, the parties were telling me that it is bullish and respecting both rates and disrespecting bearish. I was like, all right, I need to flip my drawn liquidator buy for the day because it's not presenting me that it wants to go the direction I want to go to. So, it comes with the market experience. It comes with, just discretion. You have to build a narrative behind it to actually make sense and give you conviction to take the trade. So that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you learned a lot from here. And always reminding that every time you follow the rules, you'll be rewarded. Every time you don't, you'll be punished. That's all for today's video, guys. I'm a peace out.